Do you recall the most awaited time for you as a child? I do. I remember myself as a 7-year-old girl impatiently waiting for the summer months for our family trips to the beach. Those were the days for endless joy and swimming, enjoying corn by the shore and building sandcastles with my siblings. Sea was meant to be enjoyed, and I knew how to do that. I certainly did. At 10, I cherished my bright green swimsuit, my trusted companion for aquatic adventures, which was just a comfortable piece of clothing with no other meaning. It was meant for everybody and everybody to just wear and swim, simply. At 13, however, my bright green swimsuit stopped from being my most awaited piece of clothing to wear. The sea became my worst enemy. I felt hatred towards swimming. I felt hatred towards my body, my legs, my belly, my nose. Anything that you can imagine on a 13-year-old's appearance. My appearance became the echo of my loud voice, which had been a constant subject of judgment by my classmates. My appearance became my very, very soundy laugh. It was my mistakes. I looked at the mirror and I saw the people who didn't like me. I saw the people who tried to stop me from being me. I couldn't be me. I didn't know how to be me. I was just another lost teenager with a lot of insecurities, a body she hated and a life that she did not want to live in that body. Teenagers everywhere, it turns out, are struggling. Research shows that almost 1 in 5 have mental health challenges. They face anxiety and depression. Nearly half of the teenage girls, hate on their bodies. Are their bodies really the problem? Is everyone really so ugly? We all know that the answer is no. I have a question for you. What sets you apart? What makes you you? When you think of the answer, do you think of all the bad experiences that you've had with people? Or do you think of all the times that you were kind and you didn't get the reaction you deserved? You may think of your legs, your cellulite. Or you may think of the person you want to be and you are not. Surprise, you are correct. Yes, you are your legs. You are your cellulite. Do you really believe that I think like this? Once I read something that said, I have a belly fat, but I'm not my belly fat, just like I have long nails, but I'm not my long nails. It turns out that all this has a name, and it is called self-objectification. It is when people, and especially young women, see themselves as objects, not as full human beings. They often internalize societal pressures, expectations, constantly picking apart their own bodies, like they are their own worst critics. I soon came to realize that the real problem was not my appearance or my perceived flaws. It was that I had forgotten how to be. Somewhere along the way, I lost the touch with my true self, my true nature. I lost my way of living. I lost my intuition. However, I believe that we are all born blank, and with the correct initial settings of how to be, how we are meant to be, throughout the years we unlearn how to be ourselves. We learn how to laugh like the other girl does, how to dress like the good girls do, how to act, how to eat, how to be. We unlearn us and we learn how not to be us. Realizing this, I started to face and overcome the unknown, which was knowing me. Exploring my needs, my fears, my likes, my dislikes, really and fully knowing me. When we clarify our problem, when it stops from defining us and starts to be just one small and simple aspect of our lives, we start to be more forgiving towards ourselves and towards others as well, because we know that people feel a lot and all at the same time. Now, another realization hits. We are multi-layered humans with millions of definitions and adjectives about us, which means that we really cannot be the single bad story that we think of us. We cannot be our beauty. We cannot be our smartness. We cannot be others' expectations from us. We cannot be our opinion about us. We cannot be all these by themselves, but we can be all these all together, which really doesn't means that we cannot be the single bad thing about us. If this is true, was I really who I thought that everybody believed I was? A big, a loud, a very space-taking girl? Was I really that much? Was I really too much? No, obviously I wasn't.